Right, in this one, we're going to be looking at how you need to be taking your initial progress photos and any subsequent progress photos, okay? And you might be thinking, some of you will think, what do you mean, how do I take my photos? It's not hard, Craig, you just take a photo. We do this all the time in 2025. You would be surprised. I've seen some stuff, even with the quality's awful, it's been cropped weird, and it basically makes it unusable to gauge any form of progress in the future, right? So we want to make sure this is on point because a lot of you going through this program are trying to achieve a physical result and a visual result. So we need to have a good, reliable way that we can measure your progress visually, okay? This is how we're going to do it. Now, I will address the elephant in the room and say, I know that it's a bit of a stressful thing for a lot of people. If you're starting a program, some people will find it stressful doing this sort of thing. But trust me, the stress and annoyance you might get now is going to be much less than how frustrated you'll be 12 weeks from now when your body's changed a lot. And if you don't do the photos and we don't have this comparison of when you can look back and see how far you've come, you'll be much more annoyed if you don't do that, I promise you. And I used to be really reluctant about asking people if I knew they felt a little bit uncomfortable doing this. And then I used to feel so bad when I'd see how annoyed they were when they didn't actually get their first progress photos. Okay, so number one, we need it for your result. And number two, I promise you, you will be annoyed if you don't get these done. Okay, and here's how we need to get them done if this is going to work. Right, so I like to have 4 photos. Okay, nice and easy. We want front, back, side with arm up. Okay, now just keep this super straightforward. The big mistake some people make is they don't leave enough space here and they over crop it or have whoever's taking the photos stand too close. Now these ones here would have been massively cropped. There would have been a big part of the wall here. I could probably see his entire body, all this sort of stuff. Always leave more in than you would think you would need because I can always just crop it out. The thing is when we're doing comparisons of how you're progressing down the line, if someone's too zoomed in or they've cropped loads out, it makes it very difficult to use. So we want it at head height. And just make sure the camera is square, include the full body in there, and we should be all good with that. You're obviously doing the same thing with the back shot, you're just doing it from the back. We then want the side shot and the shot with the arm up in the exact same format. Just try keep it nice, neat, and tidy. The highest quality camera, even things just like making sure the lens is clean before you do it, can make all the difference. I would avoid as well, I know sometimes people do it with a video and screenshot it. Just be careful because the quality can change quite a lot. And another thing, if you are focused and dedicated or in this process you want to build your glutes, you want to get a six-pack, you want to build your arms, you want a better chest, make sure there is good visibility on the areas you want to develop, right? Because this is part of how we're going to be gauging your progress in that area. Now, if you crack on with those, remember I need 4. What will happen in the next day or so is you're going to receive an email asking you to send me those photos, okay? And just reply to that email, attach the photos as attachments, and that will be all you need to do for these, okay? And then you don't need to think about it anymore. The reason we do it on email is because sometimes if you send them on WhatsApp or if you do it on Instagram or even the coaching app that we'll use, sometimes the quality can get altered. And again, it's super frustrating if you go on to achieve like a result you never thought was possible. And then eventually we have this before and after photo and the quality of the first one is just rubbish, right? We don't want that. We want the highest quality photo where it's very clear so we can use it for progress. And then at some point, it's going to be a bit of a celebration for you when you've absolutely nailed this. Okay, so if you crack on with that, that'd be much appreciated. Keep an eye on your inbox. You'll get that email through and I just need you to reply to that email.